Welcome to my channel. Let's get it. And you already know, man, we're going to talk about today, man. I got a topic that I really want to talk about. All right? Stay on your mission. Anakin 9.5 beats. Let's get it.
Anarchy, 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 latidos.
All right. Give me a second real quick. Need to do something on my laptop. Hope y'all doing all right. Sometimes it take me a minute to process stuff. I bet it for y'all too. First of all, I just want to say, man, I hope everybody's doing good. Hope y'all having a good week. Hope y'all had a good weekend. You know, it's 2025. It's a lot going on. And I really want to talk about today, once again, stand on your purpose, stand on your mission. It's very important. I can't get hyped today. It's all talk, no play. And let's talk about sports real quick. NFL. We got the Ravens. You know, they lost. I was going for them, and it's interesting because Detroit lost too. And now it's down to Patrick Mahomes. You gotta say Patrick Mahomes. You can't even say doggone Kansas City. You can't even. Well, I like Travis Kelce, but yeah, Patrick Mahomes against Jalen Hurts. And you know, in my channel, I always like to talk about different things. And we're going to get to the other thing too, but just for my subscribers that like sports. All right? So Patrick Mahomes and them, they're going for 3 in a row, which will make 4. How I feel about it, I respect Patrick Mahomes for his accomplishments and what he does. Andy Reid has had a hell of a run as a coach. I hope Mike Shanahan, when it comes to the San Francisco 49ers, I hope he get his shit together. You know what I mean? I've been trying to compare and contrast the two coaches. Yep. I've been trying. You know, when you look at Andy Reid, when he coached for Philadelphia, he had a good run in the beginning, per se, just like Mike Shanahan with the 49ers. And he kind of went through a drought. And he started losing at the end of the Philadelphia Eagles, right? And then they parted ways. And I never thought that he got his justice due. But one thing he never did was give up. I mean, of course, he had to switch jobs and go to another team. But the reality of it all is that he stayed on his mission as a coach, as a leader, which will go to my topic. And then you look at Mike Shanahan, first time coaching. You know what I mean? I want to say Andy Reid, that was his first time coaching when it came to the Philadelphia Eagles. So I think it's kind of got some kind of similarities, you know what I mean? But the 49ers fans, we hoping that, for the most part, he take us to the Super Bowl. And I'm talking about Mike Shanahan, right? But he got to go through a few obstacles. Now, how I feel about it is, I feel like with them bringing their defense coach back, that coach for them, when they first went to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, the chemistry should be there, especially with the defensive players, because we still got most of the defensive players, and our defensive players are very talented. So I'm praying that the chemistry is there this time. There are no Eagles, and I don't think Mike Shanahan is going to fuck with Coach Saleh now, because he runs a good shift. Let's give it up for him. So I'm hoping that Mike Shanahan, you know what I'm saying, stay on his mission and perfect whatever he needs to perfect. Stay tight, stay loyal, and I do believe he believes in his system as a coach. But right now, we got Philadelphia against the Chiefs. Of course, I think everybody wants Philadelphia, the Eagles, to win. But then, you know, you got the Kansas City, Title Town. So, you know, shout out to Mace, Title Town. You know. And then you got Donald Trump going for the Chiefs, too. So, shit. But listen, man, don't nobody want to talk about Donald Trump today. Nah. We don't want to do that. I feel like in order the Chiefs to win, of course, Travis Kelce going to have to get that ball. But it seems like their receivers are coming together. You know, you got Worthy. I think Hopkins, they might use him. You got Juju. I think Juju Smith. They got an option. And I believe number 10, the running back, Pecchio, whatever his name is, I think he has to step up too. And Kareem Hunt has been doing really good too. He has. He's been doing excellent. they gotta steal off him. Now let's reverse and go to the Eagles. In order for the Eagles to win, I feel like they got to utilize their wide receivers. You know what I mean? Dante Smith got to get the ball. You know, the other receiver, number 11, I don't even remember his name right now, but he should be getting the ball too. Yeah, V. But in all actuality, they must run the ball to keep the Chiefs off the field. You know, Saquon Barkley, man, has been amazing. Let's give it up for him. Yeah, that man, Saquon Barkley, that dude right there, I think for the Super Bowl, he's going to have to rush for about at least 150 yards. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. See, he's got to. But between him and Jalen Hurts running the ball and exposing, you know what I'm saying, their offense by utilizing their receivers, yeah, I think they got a good shot. So I'm picking Philadelphia, but I feel like the Chiefs are going to win. That's just what's up. Had to drink my coffee. I'm going to take my time today. But anyhow, good morning. And I hope y'all having a blessed day today. And I hope you stay on your pivot. Stay true to yourself. We are going to talk about the mission. Now, it's obvious that when you're trying to do something in life that's very, very different than what everybody else is doing, and you got a game plan, which is on my other live, 2 before the ones that just came out, might be me being in high school and me being in middle school. Yes, sir. The mission is to stay ahead of the game. You know, you're going to have people that try to tear you down and tell you you're not doing this. But it seems like, in all actuality, when you're trying to do something different and you have a goal and you have a purpose, it seems like a lot of things will get in the way. And I feel like through the universe, it's aligning you to get to that spot, to get to that place. And it could be difficult. Of course, you know what I'm saying? Bills got to get paid. Yeah, you should have a job. 1 and 2. But then again, it's about balance. Balancing all of those things out until you get to the mountaintop. But what you're not going to do is let somebody discourage you. But what you should do is tighten up. Get all the tools that you have used in your life and focus on all 3 things or 4 things that you got going on. And may the best one win, you know what I mean? But the one that should win is the one that you really want to do. And we know times are hard, man. We know in life that times can be difficult. We know that, you know, the devil can get in your way. We know that the devil will use people against you. We know that people think that you're crazy and that you don't have any sense. But did these people forget that all the good things you did before you decided to move on a different way or a different path? Yeah, people tend to forget, man. They tend to forget that, you know, you are not a liability. You're not a liability. You're an asset. You're an asset to the keys to success. You're an asset to be a family person. You're an asset when it comes to knowledge. You're an asset when it comes to growth. You're an asset when it comes to possibilities. And these people, they have reminded you over the years, that's what you are. And yes, people make mistakes, man. That's true. People literally, all of us make mistakes. All of us have done things that, you know, we shouldn't have. All of us have felt the irresponsibilities of regretting things that we didn't want to control or couldn't. That's life, man. And just imagine, man, you know you're a good person, right? And you know anything you put your mind to, anything that you set yourself up for greatness, you put your all into it. And then you have people that don't appreciate it. And then it pulls you away. Yeah, sometimes we all feel like things, people can suck the life right out of you. But in your heart, you have to be strong, man. And that's where I try to reason with everybody and reason with myself that you got to stay on your mission. Because one good thing when it comes to one mission can lead to another. And it can be a snowball effect. I'm not here to tell you what to do. Pumpkin coffee. I'm here to tell you what you should do or what you can do and how you can be your life if a life could be not be affected. Got to stand on the right path. When you stay on your mission, man, it takes a psychological warfare within your soul. You know what I'm saying? From your waist up. It takes a lot of time, a lot of patience. It takes clarity. It takes forgiveness. It also takes forgiving yourself. Because one thing about it, if you don't forgive yourself, man, you can't forgive nobody. And then you can't move forward when it comes to your mission. And then you ask yourself, what is my mission? But if you don't have a mission, then that's basically on you, right? But if you do have a mission, and when I say a mission, I mean goal, things you want to accomplish, you know what I mean, through perseverance, even through mental health. But don't let nobody block your blessings, man. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. And sometimes, man, you know you can't get rest when you're on your mission. And you always got to keep God first. And I'm guilty of this, man. You know, I don't think we pray enough. I don't think we get on our knees and pray enough. I don't think we collectively take time out to just thank God, you know, for the good times and the bad times. So what is there left to do if you don't do that? Nothing. That's where you see homeless people on the street. You see people out here just taking a job anywhere. You know what I mean? Pick the wrong friends. Be associated around the wrong people. It's bad, man. It's sad. But I'm here to tell you, though, don't let go of your dreams. Stay on your purpose. Be consistent. And just flow like water. Let it flow. If you have a problem with someone, or someone got a problem with you, listen to them. Sometimes, man, you just gotta let people get it out, man. People that you love the most, people that really ride for you, especially when the chips are down. When the chips are down and you feel like, or someone makes you feel like you let them down, at the end of the day, they got your back, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, they got your back. But just let them get it out, man. Let them talk it out. Let them say what they got to say. Try not to be in defense mode. You know why? Because you're on a mission. You know where you're going. You know where you're headed. Don't hit the ball out of bounds, man. Don't do that. People that are really close to you, they don't know why you're on your mission. And you know what I'm saying? It don't make sense to them. Just let them doggone vent, bro. You hear me, sis? Just let them vent. Especially if you're a person like me and you done been through adversity. You done been through many challenges in life. Hey, listen, man, when you get after about 40 years old, man, you done seen it and done it all pretty much. Especially after 45, when you turn about 50 years old, you done seen it and done it all, man. It's basically just keeping yourself together, not letting nobody tear you down. And you should take your past experiences, okay? Take your past experience and move on in life as you get older and older, and you will grow. But you can't grow being negative. There's no way you can grow. And don't think because you're 40, 50, 60 years old, you can't learn from people. Because when you on your mission, you still got to get educated. You know what I'm saying? You still got to read those books. You still got to learn how to have an intellectual conversation with people because the world is just keeping on spinning. Everything is just keeps advancing. Everything just keeps on moving all the way up. And they tell us that we got to move up with the world. But sometimes you got to move at your own pace, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to move at your own pace. You'll know when it's time to doggone speed it up. You'll know when it's time to doggone say, all right, I need to mash the gas. And don't look back. And see me, Lulu, I'm the type of person, man, I have to process shit. I can't have nobody coming up to me going crazy and saying, oh, you gotta do this now. Nah. Because sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it just takes time to put things into perspective. Okay? Hold on one second. All right. I'm back. But stick to your guns. Stick to your guns. Stay out the way. And the only way you stay out the way is sometimes you have to isolate yourself. You have to isolate yourself from people. You have to isolate yourself from your family. You have to isolate yourself from people that don't want to be around you and don't see the vision and the mission that you want. Because it could really affect you deep inside. It could really tear you down and tear you apart. And this is facts. Anytime I ever wanted to do something that I really want to do for myself, a lot of people would say, hey man, that's selfish. Like that's not the move. You shouldn't be doing that. Like, everybody don't have to live like everybody. Everybody don't have to move like the next person. You could actually be the 1% of the 99 that do get it and they don't got it, but that don't mean that they are a bad person. That don't mean like they're not in control of their life. You control your own destiny. You control your own situations by complimenting every time you do something good. Is that facts? Yeah, that's facts. And you know what's strange? When you do go through wars and you do go through battles in life and you do go through situations where people don't acknowledge what's going on when it comes to your mission and when it comes to your time streams, they would get upset with you. They would get mad. They would say, oh, you know what I'm saying? But don't let that break you up, man. It's like having a common cold or, you know what I'm saying, having COVID, and you just like, oh man, I ain't gonna make it. I can't breathe. You know what I'm saying? I can't sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to die. But think about it. You made it through that. When you couldn't pay a bill or, you know what I'm saying, the lights got cut off or whatever the situation is, somehow God got you through that. And that's when you got to look at the situation. When you did go through something, right? And when you did have a problem with something and you couldn't doggone make it through that, it seemed like you couldn't make it through. God got you out of that situation. That's facts. And I don't care who hate me. I don't care who don't like me. You know what I mean? I love everybody. I love people that I don't talk to no more. I love people that did me wrong. Because you know what? Either they didn't know no better, or it could just simply mean that they went through something. That's what it could mean. It could mean they didn't have their shit together. It could mean that they wasn't on a mission. They just living every day by day, time by time. And I don't care about people that have evil thoughts in their head about me. You know what I'm saying? Oh well, he don't know this, that. Yeah, man. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. If you want to discredit me because I'm on a whole nother wavelength and your mind is crazy about the situation, it's kind of like boxing, man, or sports. A person have a game plan, right? They come up with a strategy and they got everything laid out. But once they get in that ring, or once the lights come on, or once it's time to get busy, none of that shit might work out. But it's what's in your heart. It's what's in your mind and your soul that's gonna get you through the thick and the thin, through the storm and the rain, through the trenches. You gotta have tough skin. And you gotta have faith. And sometimes you just have to take a step back and say, where did I go wrong? What did I do to get to this point? But it shouldn't be, what did I do to deserve this? You know what I'm saying? Because everything happened for a reason. But I'm telling you, and I'm challenging all y'all people out there, all right? I'm challenging y'all to not give up on yourself. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're on your mission, man, people want you to fail. I don't really think they want you to fail. They just don't believe in you. And when the chips are down, when times get hard, that's when people want to break you the most. Now, when you're doing good and you got everything going and you're doing what everybody else wants you to do, or you're just simply doing good things and, you know what I'm saying, you're just moving through the pace, moving through the trenches, right? Everybody salute you. Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Do. But Lord, please don't switch it up. When you switch it up, that's when you see the real motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That's when you see the real people that, when I say real, good and bad and ugly, big, tall, fat, skinny, bumps on their face. You know what I'm saying? No grill, big eyes, all that shit. But anything is possible. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. You know, I've been in situations, man, back in the day where, you know what I'm saying, I had a job for like, 15 years. That's the longest I ever had a job. And I spent countless days and nights and hours at that job, you know. But I've always seen people that on top, you know, nice suits, nice ties. I dressed up too when I got to a certain level. But there was only so far I could go. And you know what I'm saying? For some people, that's cool. And at the time, it was cool for me. Yeah, it was cool. Because I was getting money, but I didn't realize how much money the other people were getting, banking off the employees. So if one of your missions is to, you know, go out and create your own lane, start your own business, just know that it's gonna take time when you're on your mission to do that. It's gonna take a lot of heartaches and pain. And it seems like it's gonna be a lot of negativity around. And that's when you have to survive those challenges. People neglecting you, people telling you can't do it, people saying you wrong. When deep down inside in your soul it feels right. So who are you gonna listen to when you're on your mission? You can listen to the people that support you, okay? You can listen to the people that say, hey, you know what? Hell, you're doing a good job. But the one thing we don't get when we on that journey, you know what I mean? People say they support you by saying, oh, well, that was good. You should do this, you should do that. And now that's support. Yeah, that's support. Or are they going to help invest in the situation? Or are they going to say, hey, I want to help do something. What can I do to make the situation better for you? Not even you asking, okay? Not even you asking. What if people just say, hey man, let's talk about YouTube real quick, all right? The mission. You got content creators, right? You got a lot of people saying, hey, I want to be a content creator. I want to be a content creator. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then they go on YouTube, they click. How can I do that? Right? Say, how can I be a content creator? What do? We click on YouTube channel. Or we click on the channel or something might pop up because we're thinking it. It's in the algorithm. Oh, you got to do it this way. You set your button this way and set shit this way. It's going to work. You know what I mean? And then you start doing all of those things. And then you have to consistently do it that way. But is that your reason for getting on YouTube? Is that your reason for being on the YouTube channel? It's because you're supposed to be a content creator, right? And then you go on and you start looking at what everybody else is doing. And I'm not saying nobody's wrong. You do what you want to do. That's facts. But you get on there and you start doing it how everybody else say they did it. Next thing you know, after a while, you're either gonna do the same thing all the time, which is cool. If it works for you, it works for you. Or you gonna get out your element and say, all right, now I'm gonna start doing what I want to do. So that's why as a YouTube content creator, you should be aware and think about what you're doing at the start. Because once you start, ain't no turning back. There is no turning back. You gotta stay on that same wave. As soon as you switch it up and do something different on here, people gonna be like, oh man, I don't want to see that shit, man. Damn. People don't want to see the same shit all the time, man. They don't want to see that shit. And it may take a person like me to take a person like me longer because I'm doing a variety of things on my YouTube channel. I'm not just doing one thing. I'm not just sitting here making beats, even though it says Anakin 9.5 beats. I'm not on here just making beats. That's the last thing I want to do right now because everybody's doing it. But for the people that's already built that platform, right? They've been on their purpose, their mission. Okay, continue to do that. So you mean to tell me for the next 15, 20 years, you're just going to make beats every day, all the time, and of course sell them and make mad money off of that? But people want to see different shit, man. People they want to see different content, different creators do different stuff. And on YouTube, that's what everybody's doing. Everybody's just following the wave. I don't want to follow the wave. I don't care how long it takes. But on my mission, as long as I'm consistent, as long as I keep dropping it, different stuff, then I have a variety of people that would like to go to my channel. You know what I mean? It just won't be just the same people looking for the same information. Does that make me invalid because it says Anakin 9.5 beats? No, but if you see my bio, it says I talk about sports, life experiences. If you want me to talk about something, people comment. You know what I mean? So this platform is a little bit of everything. And people are not going to take chances like that. But that's what I signed up for. I got comedy. I do live shows. I do podcasts. But on my live shows, you know what I mean? There's certain other things I got to get to make it better. But is that going to stop me when I'm on my purpose, I'm on my mission? Oh, well, I don't have the best camera. No, I'm not going to do that. Oh, I don't look the best. You know what I'm saying? I love myself. You know what I'm saying? You can talk about me all day. You can say, oh, he got the gray beard. Oh, he missing a couple of teeth. Oh, his eyes too big. He got a bald head. You think I give a fuck about that? If I give a fuck about that, I wouldn't even drop the heat on here that I dropped. You did. And that's 100. Oh, his videos is not up to par. Oh, his mic ain't working that well. It's staticky. Oh, well, when he plays his beats, man, sometimes it be crackling and shit. But if you keep looking at my shit, I got over 300 doggone drops, man. I done posted almost 300, over 300. I'm gonna keep posting, good or bad. Now some shit I'd be like, damn. Sometimes I'll be like, I ain't taking it down. You know why I don't take it down? Because I'm on my mission, and it shows you that I'm not vulnerable. Like, yeah, you can get on my shit, critique my shit, and say, oh well, damn, and leave a comment, say that shit is trash. That shit ain't popping. But it don't stop me. I don't sit here and say, oh man, I'm not gonna drop that. Oh, let me take that shit down. Now, if it's really too bad, yeah, I'll take it down. But some of the shit that I might have on here, it might be too bad. For you, it ain't bad for me because in every video that I drop that I'm on, I got some jewels to drop. And why you gotta be so impatient to the point where you just can't just fast forward? Like if I see something, I see a title, right? I see a title and I'm like, the first 2-3 minutes, I'm like, oh, or the first 5 minutes, first 5 seconds or 15, 30 seconds. I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to fast forward this shit. At least, let me tell y'all something, man. Why y'all can't just do that? Just fast forward the motherfucker. Just hit the shit and get to what you want to see. You don't gotta be that doggone crazy and be like, oh, I don't like the first 5 seconds, 15, 20 seconds, man. I ain't finna listen to this shit. It might be something in that content that person dropped, right? That you might like or you want to hear or you want to see. But the first minute, first 15 seconds, up, I don't like that. I'm swiping away. Nope. And I applaud for that because that's the truth. That's what I do. I I sit that shit. I'm like, let me see. Let me scan through this motherfucker. I might see something I might miss. And then I actually see what I see. And I'm like, oh shit, this ain't bad. Give people a chance, man. Stop being so negative when a person is on a mission. YouTube is the best platform out for a variety of people that's dropping different content and different things. You know what I mean? It's self-sufficient. If your car break down or something break down, you can literally go in there and be like, all right, bam. You know what I mean? I can go, oh, I can do it that way. Oh shit. So you might be missing out on your blessing. If you just scam through it, you don't even scam through it. You just click it. I don't see the first. I don't like that. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. But yeah, I don't care what nobody think how I'm doing my shit because I know I get better. You know what I mean? And you can get better too. If you got some cold in your eye, a booger going out your nose, man, hey, it is what it is. I mean, we all human, right? You know what I'm saying? Shit happens. I've been in situations. I've been on almost a year, but I've been going strong from November to now, like super strong. And I'm getting damn near down to 2,000 subscribers. And there's been times I have some great content, but you know what I'm saying? I got too much gray hair on the top of my bald head. And I'm like, man, I'm taking that down. The only time I've really taken something down is if I forgot to plug my volume in, you know what I'm saying? And you can't hear nothing. I'm like, okay, I got to take that shit down. But other than that, I'm good to go. But yeah, I just want to stay on here for a few minutes, man. Well, it was 40 minutes, 42 minutes, and just share some knowledge with you about life lessons and things that's going on in your mission and who you should be and what you should do. And don't be discouraged. Keep the faith. Hold your head up high, man. Keep your chin up, man. It's all gonna come together. Everything gonna work out the way it work out. And that's for real, for real. And I just wanted to share that with y'all. Because you deserve that. You deserve somebody to be on the YouTube channel that can just sit here, not be loud all the time, going crazy and talking shit and hit the cash app button. And I mean, it is what it is. So it's the OG Lou, Anakin 9.5, man. And I just want to say I appreciate all my subscribers. I want to become one with y'all, man. I want to be that channel y'all can come to. And y'all can just talk. I'll talk to y'all about anything. And yes, in the future, I will make more beats so y'all can hear it. But it's 50,000 million people that's doing that. Yes, eventually I'll have my lives where, you know what I mean, my stream lab will be rolling. I have my Cash App and my Instagram and all that kind of stuff, and you'll see that shit, man. All that shit is coming. Just one step at a time when you're on your mission. When you try to do everything, you run out of ideas, and that's facts. So remember, man, when you stay on your mission, stay focused, stay relevant, be consistent, and be organic. And not only that, keep the faith, be strong, don't ever give up. Make sure you go to my playlist. I probably got about 6 or 7 different playlists, so you can check them all out. One of them has to do with podcasts. One of them has to do with lives. I got one with comedy. I got one when I'm cooking. I got one where you can see the story of my life. I got previews to go to the shows that you can go to, and it's always posted on my lives and my videos. Okay. So feel free to subscribe, feel free to like, and I have no problem with you leaving comments. Just keep it fair and square. Don't get out of hand. I don't get out of control. You dig? Other than that, y'all be safe. Thank you for coming to my channel. And I will see y'all soon. You know how I get down at the end. I play my little song, you know what I'm saying? And I keep the ball rolling. Thank you very much.
Some tales from the crypt shit, some Dexter's laboratory. Experiments, no heroes here, was major glory. This dick, but still winning if a more test get sent in. Us too, baby. Community service volume 2, nigga. And this the shit they get your nigga pissed. Cause he figured that I'm with his bitch. But I'm just servicing the community. QTE. Ha, Dula, baby.